I just don't know why they were just okay with Demarcus Robinson, Mecole Hardman, and Byron Pringle being shifted up on the depth chart going into the year. They could have had, there was a numerous amount of veteran wide receivers they could have brought in instead of Demarcus Robinson. Sammy Watkins would have been one. It doesn't have to be Sammy Watkins, though. It could have been somebody else as well. And that's why I was seeing people throw around let's say the Texans, they looked actually decent on Sunday, but let's say they lose their next 5 games or whatever, and they're trying to trade away a few assets. I want the Chiefs immediately to throw a second round pick at them for Brandon Cooks. Like, please, for the love of all that is holy, try and get somebody better, because at that time you'll know if Mecole Hardman actually took the next step or not. But as far as Sammy Watkins, I mean, that was one option, and it's just they never took it.
Man,
I know you agree, Jordan.
I'm close, and I don't think they should have brought back Sammy Watkins for $5 million for like 1 or 2. Yeah, why the heck not? I think that's like I get that monetary value debate at that point. Now, Demarcus Robinson and Mecole Hardman.
I'm done with him. It's his 6th year, Jordan, and we see the same things every game still.
I don't even.
I'm done with him.
I haven't laughed
that
hard on the
not
podcast.
Mecole. I'm not done with Mecole. I'll give him his chance. I'm done with Demarcus Robinson.
You've never been so anti. We've talked about Ben Neiman and referred to him as 56.
Ben Neiman made a good play on Sunday. You know who didn't? Demarcus Robinson.
We have referred to him as 56 on this podcast, and you've never been as fired up as you were just now, and I've never laughed as hard as I did just now.
I didn't realize, Jordan, this is his 6th year in the NFL.
Yeah, he was in the Tyreek Hill class.
Why do we expect anything different? We shouldn't have.
No, and that's the thing. I didn't, but my thing was in the offseason, like, people get over it, because the Chiefs are going to keep giving him the ball. They're going to keep playing him above Mecole Hardman or with Mecole Hardman. They're going to keep letting him do these things. They still did it week 1. Like, it's still going to happen. It's not going to stop. They're going to keep doing it. He's going to keep going left, right, back. He's not going to go forward. He's going to drop passes when they need him to not drop passes. The value in Demarcus Robinson is the 450 and 4 to 5 touchdowns. I've probably said that like 5 podcasts in a row, but with that said,
infuriating 450 and 4 to 5 touchdowns.
With that said, it is the most infuriating 450 and 4 to 5 touchdowns you will ever get. And I tweeted during the game that like I was done and fed up. And no, I said that Mahomes was fed up, and then I kind of left it to everyone to like say, oh, well, isn't everyone? I just kind of liked it, because I got to do that. Like, I'm guilty of like kind of letting everyone else share their opinion and then be like, yeah, whatever. That sounds fine. But like, I was fine. I could tolerate watching Demarcus Robinson. That's where I was at. I could tolerate it. And now my tolerance is like extremely low right now. Like, I'm not done with him because the Chiefs aren't done with him, and like I don't ultimately care that much. But dude, something's got to give. Byron Pringle cannot be much worse than that. He has made the most of opportunities. Mecole Hardman,
apparently he is. I don't get it. Literally don't get it.
I think the Chiefs don't need to make a move right now and hit the panic button, because it's a long season. Look, Demarcus Robinson's going to be this guy all year. Like, people need to just get over it. He's not going to have 1,000 yards or anything. I thought maybe initially he could get.
Remember when he said that?
Yes. I was like, well, maybe he could have like 600 or something and like 6 touchdowns, maybe like a mini
I think it was
breakout.
Something like, I don't see why it couldn't be a 1,000 yard, 10 touchdown wide receiver. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Talking like a 2nd-year wide receiver here in his 6th year.
Like if Mecole Hardman said that, I'd be like, oh yeah, well good for him. And I think Mecole Hardman, I really didn't watch him all too closely in the game. A, because he didn't have a ton of targets. B, because I was more focused on other things like the offensive line. Like, I've kind of gotten off of watching the ball as much, which I think is a better way to watch the game. But anyway, it's Hardman. The jury's out on him. I wouldn't hit the panic button yet. I think it's a long season with I've probably said that line a billion times on this podcast. It is a 17 game year. Mecole Hardman this year is about figuring out what the Chiefs have in him. I've loved this conversation about the Chiefs wide receivers.
You know
I
what's
think it's
crazy,
great.
Jordan? Mecole Hardman in both of his years with the Chiefs has had a better statistical season than Demarcus Robinson has ever had with the Chiefs.